We are loud, obnoxious, and completely inappropriate. Viewers' discretion is strongly advised. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Coffee Mug Show. This is episode 19th, recorded live on April 1st, 2019. My name is Leonard, and I'm joined by two of my lovely co-hosts, Chad, Derek, and Mark. Hello, gentlemen.
No, that's three, not two.
Sorry, three. It's been a long day. It's been like super long day. It's been a little bit crazy day. Hello, guys. How you guys doing?
You're good.
Good.
Like I said, just in pain a little, but yeah.
Yeah. That sucks, dude. Yeah, it's too bad. We'll tell you all about it if you guys are behaved. So before we begin, if you guys are watching us live in YouTube or in Twitch, our chat rooms are open, so please join us in our conversation. So let's talk about our first topic here. I think we're going back to our first, one of our favorite topics, Facebook. Facebook says they accidentally deleted some of Mark Zuckerberg's post. The social media network told Business Insider that it mistakenly deleted some of Zuckerberg's post a few years ago due to technical error. This includes posts written between 2007 and 2008. According to Facebook, it's trying to bring back the post, but it's having difficulties, and it's not guaranteed to be successful. It is not clear exactly what post has been deleted beyond the 2007-2008 time frame, but this post includes the acquisition of Instagram in 2012, as well as the company's one of the company's chiefs, Joseph Disman's death in 2013. The company stressed that it believes people should have access to previous company news, thoughts, and blogs and newsrooms, but after the Business Insider reported that the old blogs are hard to find. Zuckerberg's Facebook posted represents an important part of the company's history, and their absence is harder to understand. In other words, with their absence, it's hard to understand his thinking behind key decision. It also is not a good look at the time when critics have been pointing out that Zuckerberg's reluctant to go on records. So
I have a question here. So let's assume that this was an accident. Let's assume that for the moment, okay? So I wanna know how this went down. If you're the IT guy and you're like, you press a button and you just deleted the CEO's emails or Twitter account or whatever it is, firstly, I want to see the look in his face. Secondly, I want to see him turn to his boss and go, dude, you gotta go tell him. I wonder who actually went and told him. That'd be kind of funny, And three, what would Zuckerberg say? He'd be like, out of anybody in the entire company in the world, you delete my stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I have this feeling that remember Zuckerberg has been having issues regarding him going to records and stuff being accidentally misplaced, right? Especially the Cambridge Analytica fiasco that he had, right? So because according to this article, he theoretically, he doesn't even go on record regarding what's happened in the company, his views to things, and all that good stuff. So for those posts being accidentally deleted, it actually is very convenient, right? Mm-hmm. So in other words, he's just literally just deleting it so no one will see it, and so they don't have to talk about it. Possibly, right?
I mean, come on, nobody else was affected, just him.
Yes, just him.
How did that work?
User 1. It's like file name 00000.
So is this like a conspiracy?
Possible. Well, inside Facebook, yes.
I mean, you look at it. Okay, it was an accident. All right. Statistically, that seems unlikely. 2, was it
If
intentional?
you can retrieve,
Much more likely.
if you
Okay.
Sorry,
if
Chad.
you can retrieve emails, then you should be able to, as an IT, retrieve posts.
Technically, they didn't say they couldn't retrieve it. They
They're
just
just
said it
having
would require
difficulties.
extensive effort.
Difficulties to bring it back. So, well, if they do, good practice. Mark, correct me if I'm wrong on this one. Good practice in IT always have backup.
Why me?
You're an IT guy, so I'm asking you a very simple IT question. It's a good practice for a technology company or even other companies having backups.
Everybody has backups.
Yes.
There's no way that you cannot have a backup because if anything catastrophic happens on a certain day, you need to be able to restore all your crap.
So
Problem is, like, the thing is, if in a sense there is there could be an issue, and you may not be able to retrieve everything. It's like this. How does Snapchat work? Snaps last for what, 24 hours?
it depends. You can actually set it in certain times. Time
Yeah,
limit.
and then it's deleted.
Yeah.
And they say you can't retrieve them.
Theoretically, yes.
Theoretically, you can't retrieve them. You have a flash card. You delete your flash card. Can you retrieve your data? Yes, you can, but it's a lot more difficult than it is if you delete your hard drive. So, yes, they should have backups. In regards to how they want to restore the whole system, can they restore an individual person without affecting everybody else, or do they have to? It's like Outlook. When you have an Outlook exchange, you need to you delete an email by mistake, whatever. Well, they can go into your backups and they can restore just your profile because you guys are all separate. But how is Facebook set up? Is it is each individual person's post saved and backed up individually, or is it everybody's backed up as a whole?
Well, right now, based on the last time we actually talked about deleting your account, they do have backup of all your data in multiple.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
servers.
saying. But are you saved? Is it backed up as an individual person?
Yes.
Or
Per
are
user.
you per user?
Yeah. Because
Okay, so
because when you ask
you can. Okay, yeah. So you can. Here's the thing. If you delete a post right now by mistake and you went over to Facebook and you ask them to restore it, what are they going to say?
Can they actually do that, or they just won't do it?
So
Right. So
if they can't actually, can they do it? I can see they can do the whole thing, like everybody's, but I don't think they'll do each person individually.
Well, but we're talking about not one local Yahoo in Facebook here. We're talking
Yeah.
about Mark Zuckerberg, who actually helped.
Yeah, but again, how is his stuff saved?
The other thing is that usually for executives and things high up in a company, the access requirements to those accounts for whatever it is, their accesses, is usually very restricted to only a handful of people. So it also begs the question, if it was deleted, then either it really was intentional, or whomever deleted it, they
It's
would
fired.
know precisely. Yeah, seriously. Because honestly, usually in other larger corporations, if you access a CEO's information, it's flagged, or if a lower employee is messing with it or something like that, it's flagged. So somebody high up had to have done this, I'm expecting.
Oh yeah.
I mean, here's the thing with Twitter. If a tweet gets deleted, can it be restored?
That I don't know. I never deleted a tweet. Well,
See, and
theoretically, they did. Remember, those guys. We're talking about a social media network that uses your data and your whatever your history is to collect data, right, for advertising purposes.
Yeah.
Right. So if you tell them, "Hey, I accidentally deleted my post," I'm like, "Oh, sorry, we can retrieve it," but they have their data. right?
Well, you know what? Honestly, it's this. It's I don't even know why this is such a big deal because hey, so he deleted his stuff.
You
He
remember?
got
Okay,
deleted,
you have to
but
put. Sorry, you have to consider that Facebook is a public company.
okay, so Facebook is a publicly traded company. All that information that they deleted, what he's talking about acquisitions here and there and whatever. Well, guess what? He can put it on Facebook's main website under.
But it's still considered as it's a post. It's a public post.
Yeah, huh?
But
The other thing might.
right.
Sorry,
So
go on, man.
if the company posted something saying that we're doing this ABC, and it's a
Mhm.
public domain, it is a record. It is a record of a public company.
Okay, so
If
it
you
gets
that's why people are getting so some companies are getting fined for deleting documentations that they're not supposed to.
okay. So did they
So
get fined?
right now
Are they, are,
right now they haven't
are
got
they
fined yet because they
are
need
they
to
getting in
themselves.
trouble for it?
Right now they haven't got that far yet.
We also may
Uh,
not know the context. Let's assume somebody intentionally deleted it. There's a reason they intentionally deleted it. Maybe there's some legal case or something that they
Yeah.
don't want the other people being able to subpoena it or something, right? Oh, we lost it. It got deleted.
Yeah. If this is an accidental deletion, as the headline's actually saying,
mhm.
then shit happens.
Yeah,
If this
so
is
that's
a
what-
malicious thing that they did to delete to protect Zuckerberg and protect the company, yes, that is an issue.
okay, but
Well, I don't.
what information was deleted? What are they saying was deleted?
Because right now,
They
his remember according to the article, his thoughts and his approach regarding if they're planning to regarding the acquisition of Instagram.
I bet you it's a
Okay.
legal case, man. I bet you it's some kind of legal thing.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. Like, do you remember sometime last year, Brian Colangelo got in, or was in fire for posting stuff about his own players,
Yes,
and it wasn't him. It was his wife. He still got fired at the end of the day.
because it's his account.
Yeah. So someone.
Okay. How about this? Sorry, Chai, go ahead.
account for it.
Go ahead. Okay.
Someone should be held accountable for it.
Okay, how about this question for all of you guys, though, including this in the chat room? It's your account. Let's just use Twitter as an account, as a social media. It's your account. It's your responsibility to protect that account, correct?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If someone goes into your account, let's say a partner that knows your password, did something like started a Twitter fight, a Twitter feud to one of your friends, for example, who's responsible for that one? Who do you think is responsible to be, for example, fined, or to be blamed for this feud? Is it the wife, or is it you for giving your password to your partner, or not,
Well,
or not keeping your
again,
account secured?
It depends upon the context and the intent. If you first off, if you didn't give your password and they had your password, they went on, of course, the other person is liable, not you. And you have to report it to Twitter that you got hacked or whatever. Your social media account got hacked. If you gave your partner access to your account to provide tweets for the company, and and the agreement is that you're supposed to use it as as a positive platform. If the other person does something negative and he broke that agreement, then it's still the other person,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Do we have any thoughts on the chat, by the way, guys?
I got Gonzor liking Mark's hat.
I have a nice hat too. My hat's good.
Thank you.
Just saying. Someone got a kudos in their hat. The hell?
Hey,
You should have worn your new hat.
I know,
Hey,
right? But
you don't understand. I picked up today a new Funko Pop, and it's the Darth Vader being electrocuted.
What
from
the hell's a
Return of the Jedi
Funko Pop?
Huh?
what is that?
A Funko Pop?
Yeah.
Look it up. It's a little vinyl toy.
It's the bobbleheads.
Actually, bobblehead.
Oh,
action
the big
figure.
head ones.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I know that is. Yeah.
And like I said, it's the one that has Darth Vader being electrocuted
Yeah.
from Return of the Jedi. So
Downtown, Silver Snail.
nope, I got it at EB Games.
Oh,
They sell
nice.
Funko Pops.
Oh. Nice. Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
Back to this. Yes. Sorry, I just cut
Like
off
again,
track there.
it all depends upon context. It's like, I mean, literally, if you can prove that your account was not used in the appropriate manner that you agreed upon, the liability could be off of you because it's not your words. If somebody hacked your account, definitely you're not liable. I mean, that's past precedence after, like, how many accounts have been hacked before. So again, it's like again, if you post something on your personal Facebook page against a company and the company fires you, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
if you like, if somebody comes onto your page and leaves a comment on your page that you did, and you're not provoking anybody, or you're not, and they leave a negative comment about the company that you work for, can you be fired for that? No, because it's not you putting it on. You know what I mean? Like, so you know how people can leave messages on your posts and on your feed
Yeah.
in Facebook. So if they decide to put something,
Negative about your company, then yeah, I agree. You're not liable to it. But if you
Yeah.
post something again, if you post negative something, if
and
actually,
a lot of people already has gotten fired because of the
Yeah.
fact that they posted something negative about Facebook,
Yeah.
or they go on a drunken rampage and they post something on Facebook, and not, hey, guess what? Your boss just saw this.
Yeah, I think we had this conversation regarding, are you responsible for all your comments on Facebook? And it is it okay? Is it, does the company have a right to fire you based on your comments and your comments and your social media?
Yes, because now a lot of companies are signing off on that, but a lot of people don't read it. There's the the internet and social media forms that a lot of companies have now, stating that if you post something on the company on your personal Facebook page that's unbecoming of an employee of this company, we have the right to let you go. It's against the policies, and a lot of companies have changed that. But a lot of people don't read that little paper that they sign about the internet use. Right? Have you read that form, that little page? Like,
My manual is about this thick. My employee manual.
And that's the problem. People don't read. Again, it's people who sign things without reading the freaking document, and they're like, "Well, how come I'm getting fired now? That's wrongful dismissal." But here's your signature on this form that states that you will get, you won't do such a thing.
Yeah.
Well, there's also common sense too.
Yeah, any comments that you do, especially if you sign that piece of paper, you are liable for it. You are responsible.
Yes. It's like with it's okay. Here, perfect example, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods got in so much shit by Nike. Why?
Mhm.
He went to a graduation of a friend's kid. He had no
right.
Nike. He had no Nike hat on. He had no Nike pin on. He had no Nike. Somebody took a picture of him and posted it. He got in trouble for not because he's supposed to be wearing, any picture that he gets into has to have a reputation of Nike.
Oh, that sucks.
But he
going
went
to wearing a
he
tuxedo,
went to
isn't it?
he went to a private event. Like, he went to a graduation.
That's actually a very good question. That's a very good question. That's a good question to ask. Though. If it's a
it's
private
his-
event, though.
But
Yeah, but
it
it's in his contract, though. It's in his contract that says that in any public venue, most likely, I'm assuming here,
Yeah.
that he has to have, and that is a public venue. It's, it's not him and a buddy. It's in his private home. It's him out in a public venue, right? So I think it'd be more considerable that if you're one-on-one in a coffee shop, maybe, although that's still a public venue, right? So if you're in your personal home with your buddy, okay, fine. But any kind of public event,
and any public event that the possibility of him taking a picture and it being put out on social media or anywhere that can get posted on media, he's supposed to be wearing something of Nike.
So back to this, back to the Facebook then. So Zuckerberg is representing the company for all his posts then. This means
He has his own. See, here's the thing. It's his personal page. Again, it's his personal page, his profile for the company, or was it's his own personal page? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I understand, but at the same time, again, we're back to we're talking about that doesn't matter if it's Zuckerberg's personal page or company page, right? He is still representing the company itself. Doesn't matter if his views or not. For those posts that are being deleted or accidentally deleted, the questions that we're waiting right now is this going to be a legal issue, or this is just
but
accidentally
here's the
deleted?
thing, though. Is it just those individual things, or all those that whole year was deleted?
The whole year was deleted.
Okay, so the whole year was deleted. So why would you, like, if they were going to deliberately do something, or if this was some form of them trying, then you would delete just one or two. But
if you want to try to make it an accident,
Yeah, so
I
what if
delete,
it was-
I delete
but
a
that's the thing.
year.
You're speculating everything. You can't.
Oh,
see,
this whole thing is speculation because no one really knows exactly what's happening because they're not going on record regarding what actually happened to this thing.
So
They're just saying it's deleted by accident.
So if it's deleted by accident, that's all that we can say is that it got deleted. We cannot start saying that this is some sort of, accident.
It literally says accidentally deleted.
Yeah, no,
right.
Yeah, no, but we're just saying. But look at look at the way that we're doing our context now, and I'm like, we're speculating. Okay, so is this some sort of cover up, or is there some legal issues? Well, we don't know. And
based on the
at this
history
point,
of Facebook, yeah.
At this point, if we just have to take what they have to say that it's accidental until it's investigated or somebody decides to investigate it and say something else about it. We got to be careful of what we say and what we start assuming, because we don't want we don't want people to start thinking that what our views are is what's happening.
Well, has he had a news conference about it?
No, because he refused to go on record regarding anything happened to the company.
So doesn't that sound like an inside job?
Well, Mark does have a point though. We can't really say it's an inside job or anything like that, right? But we're just saying that based on the history of Facebook regarding their privacy, regarding how they're doing their business, this is kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
It might sound sketchy, but for all we know, it could literally shit happens.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm just like I just want us to just like let's take a step back and just be careful what we say about this, because it can bite us in the ass.
We're not saying that anyone did anything wrong. We're saying there's a possibility. Let's be clear for legal reasons here. Yeah. We're speculating. This is
okay.
For all the lawyers listening. We're speculating. This is a hypothetical scenario we're indulging in here. Okay.
For the record, I'm hardly on Facebook.
You.
I'm hardly on Facebook. I just post videos or trailers. That's it. I don't comment on anything.
Because you're going on record. That's why, Chad. Okay, let's move on here. Durham College embarked to eSports as part of their embarked in eSports with construction of a gaming area. This 3,000 square foot facility is part of their college. They actually have a varsity team that plays in tournaments. This facility is actually open to the public as well too, if they want to use it for LAN parties. So the question I have is this. This is, to be honest with you, when I heard about this is actually pretty cool. I just heard about this today, that Durham College actually has a varsity team playing esports. This okay. I'm just being ignorant here, or just not in touch in the times here. This is the first time I'm hearing that college do have teams like this. Has this been going on for a while?
Of course, it's been going on for some time now, and like there are guys that 4 guys will get together and they'll make a squad for Counter-Strike or for the Division or for whatever Apex Apex Legends, Fortnite. They're gonna do it, and everybody's there. Come on, most of these college guys now are gamers.
Yeah.
Right.
So why would the college? I mean, okay. So let's be clear. Is this something that's sponsored by the college?
It's sponsored by the college. The college actually made this facility for esports directly. Lenovo gaming divisions actually supplied all the computers, right?
So I wonder what what's the angle here for the college?
According to the college, this has actually helped. Yeah, it's almost like a promotion thing too. It's like, hey, we have a esports facility, a gaming area. Come over here because I know Durham College actually has a gaming certificate or degree that you can get or something like that. So
I mean, I know that people in this can make millions and millions of dollars if you're like the top guy at StarCraft or something like that. You can make a lot of money. I actually watched the last international playoff of it. It was pretty
Well,
interesting,
hey,
right?
Ninja got paid $1 million to play a game.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of money involved in it. But my curiosity goes back to the quote unquote educational value, or if this is
You
just
know
a
what?
marketing piece, right?
You know what? Here's the thing. It's not really an educational value. It's esports.
No.
It's something that they're jumping into. It's like how certain colleges have fishing teams, right?
And don't get me wrong, I can see the value in, hey, come to our technology department and join the esports thing. I get that kind of angle, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I actually hadn't heard about any college endorsing something like this before. So you're saying that you've heard of this before? I mean, in regards to a college, or
I think in the States they have a couple of. It's not mainstream. Like, I mean, think about it. Texas decided to build an somewhere in Texas.
Houston.
Is it Houston?
It's-
Like a big esports stadium,
Yeah,
because
Houston,
they want to bring the esports over there. It's not like it started to gain traction, all this whole esports thing. Because it's what's happening. A lot of money is being spent on esports. It's getting mainstream. Like, friggin', you can watch it at Cineplex.
Yeah.
You can go watch the World Championship at Cineplex. There's competitions around Toronto and other cities. Qualifying rounds so that you can do the go and see if you can make the to the finals and the championships.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because I'm going to a conference in 2 months, and one of the topics that I'm going to that was offering is esports arena and how to design it.
interesting. You know what I find interesting about this is just the mentality around that. And when I watch something, I'll take StarCraft. So I know StarCraft. I played StarCraft, and I've watched these guys play, and you're like, I would be. It's like varsity, because it's like I would be so toast. The guy's like, he knows every hotkey, every whatever. It takes him 3 seconds to do something. It would take me 3 minutes by click, 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 click.
Mhm.
He's doing it in like 5 seconds. So it's impressive. It really is, because you really have to have a reaction time. In these games, it literally comes down to seconds in these games.
Well, actually, not seconds. Actually, it's down to the milliseconds. Like, that's why a lot of guys invest in a lot of their equipment and their monitors, and how much frames per second you're getting, how many latencies, their keyboards. Like, it's a big thing.
Well, I mean, and it's interesting because it's sort of like football and any other sport where precision is important, because when you throw the football, the guy has to be in the right spot at the right time. And for these guys, it's all about numbers. Like, literally, if you have one more guy than the other guy, or you have one more advanced unit that beats from a math perspective of the battle value of that unit, you win. Even if you're just talking about 3 guys. There are some, and not getting into details here, there are some where you don't even have to have battle guys, warriors, to go and defeat the other player. It's just a strategy. You just, in the very moment of the game, you send everything over to this other guy's base before you have a chance to build anything. Like, that's a strategy, right? It's just interesting stuff. It's a lot of, I like it for the strategy, actually, and it lends well to something. I'm not a huge, I'm a hockey guy, not a football guy. So I appreciate the strategy in games like that. And there's a huge amount of strategy involved in these games. So it's very transferable skills in that way. It's just not a physical sport, right?
No, it's not a physical sport, but
It
a
is
lot of guys,
mentality too, right?
a lot of these guys have, because they're saying these gamers are going to be a lot. If they wanted to become a nurse, they'll be a lot more better off becoming a nurse, because their hand-eye coordination is a lot better than the average person. Like, literally keeping your, being able to multitask and keeping a view what's happening on your screen, and being able to take the shot when you need to take the shot. It says that they could be, it helps them become a good surgeon.
Yeah. Well, right now,
before surgeons go into surgery, they do for the past couple of years, they do a hand coordination game before they go into surgery.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So
like
these colleges, do they recruit students? Do they get?
no majority of people who's actually going into as far as I know, varsity team is based on their some of their programs, let's say computer science or even game development, right? So it's that's where they're getting it. It's same thing if you in college sports. You can get recruited, but
leagues,
you know.
these video game leagues are making a lot of money.
Oh my god, yeah. There's actually a facility near my office. There's an eSport an area where people can actually walk in with their stuff and they can just do a massive LAN party, right? So
Well, C&E every year they have that one section inside.
yeah.
So.
Okay, so it's a thing. It's happening. It's pretty cool. I kind of like it. I just want to be honest with you. I want to go to one of those things just to experience it. So okay.
It's kind of like a massive sleepover. Everyone brings their own equipment.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hey, Mark, have you been to an esports gaming show thingy before, or participate something that big?
No, because I don't. It's never around when I want it to be around.
Okay.
Plus, I don't. Like I said, there's not much that happens here, and when it does happen, unfortunately, I can't go at the time.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the last one here. I think you guys are gonna like this one. A few weeks ago, Bill and Ted, also known as Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves, announced an excellent news at the Hollywood Bowl that they are working on a brand new Bill and Ted movie called Face the Music. I'm not sure about you guys. I'm a big fan of Bill and Ted.
Oh, I can't wait.
I can't wait for this.
I can't wait.
I got so
Excellent.
excited. I got so excited when they announced this.
Well, how long have we been waiting for? How many years?
Decades.
15?
Decades.
20 years?
It's like, how many years have we been waiting for Top Gun 2?
Decades.
You know?
But your kids
What?
doesn't even know what Top Gun is.
They don't know what Bill and Ted is.
Nobody's a Bill and Ted, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun to watch that. It's I can't wait. Hopefully this. I remember when it came out, and everyone was just doing this.
Is Rufus gonna be back? No, wait.
No, he passed away, didn't he?
No, he passed away.
I
Yeah.
think he passed away. Sorry, this is what's this? Let's see who's the cast so far.
Yeah.
Is
The
there
the
any
cool thing about this
information?
movie is that both of them are much more seasoned actors now. So I wonder how it's going to turn around.
Ted Theodore Logan.
So hold on. This Alex Winter. What's after Bill and Ted? What did Alex Winter actually did after that?
His
I-
filmography, he got the Panama Papers, Trust Machine, Zappa, Trump's Lobby, Relatively Free, Quantum is Calling.
Really?
Kirby Buckets, Bell and the Bulldogs. Ooh,
Really?
that's a TV show.
Yeah.
Deep Web.
Wow, he did a
Super
lot after
Ninjas-
that, eh?
Well, he has a few underneath his name, right? So
Yeah. But that's pretty cool. Like, you think hopefully they bring back the phone booth
I think they're gonna bring it. They
with the
have to bring back
broken.
the phone
Remember
book.
they used a coat hanger to fix the antenna.
Yeah.
Also known as just an umbrella without the canvas thing. You guys notice that?
Which one?
The original Bill and Ted, the booth.
I'm sorry, man. I have not watched
It's
it in
literally
decades.
just an umbrella.
Decades.
Yeah, it was just like one of those portable, collapsible umbrellas. When they actually open it, all the spider web thingies on the metal is actually from an umbrella.
Oh, cool.
That's why
So it's one
I
of
got into like movie set design and all that good stuff because of that reason alone. I'm like, dude, that's awesome.
I'll give a shout out to Keanu Reeves. I got
Okay,
into
no.
this
Oh, but here's the
because
thing. Hey. Speaking of set designs and special effects and everything like that, you're a Star Trek guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So in the original Star Trek series, how did they make the transporter?
Oh, they used to like a glass ball with sparkly one of those the sparkly thingies, and they just mixed it.
Yeah, water
Yeah.
and sparkles. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
Yeah, so when I heard that, I'm like, oh, this is awesome. But yeah, it's so Bill and Ted is coming back. I can't wait for that one. Question for you guys: outside Bill and Ted, are you guys gonna be watching the Last Avengers or
Oh
potentially the
yeah,
Last
I'm
Avengers?
actually
That was actually kind of insulting that you asked us that. That was
I had to
I
ask.
am
You never know, Mark.
I'm trying to get tickets already.
You're trying to get tickets
Uh,
already?
Yeah, I
They're
think
not-
tickets go on sale this week.
oh really?
Really?
Yeah, and I'm going to try to get to the fan event.
Oh, the one on the Wednesday.
No, the Thursday. It's a fan event on the Thursday, and it's a 3-hour movie, eh?
What?
Yeah, 3
I was
plus.
going to ask you about that. I heard from somebody. Is it
Yeah.
literally 3 hours or is
Yeah.
it?
It's going to be
Yeah.
3 hours.
Okay. All right. Wow.
According to even the Cineplex, like right now the runtime is 3 hours.
Interesting.
So in other words,
Very
you should not
interesting.
bring any pop before you go into the theater. Then.
Well, I'm doing the fan event because you get like a special coin and whatever
And a pee break.
when you go, right? So
Jeez, you think that 3 hours? Well, 3 hours is just gonna go really fast, so it's not gonna
yeah.
be like,
You know
It's
what's funny
about the
about
same
this is
as
that
Lord of the Rings 3.
yeah, that was 3 hours. Shit, yeah, that was long.
But you know
too.
what? Those were really good movies where they needed to be that long to tell the story, right? They really needed those run times. It's sort of like I wish they would have done that with Ready Player One and had 3 movies for each of
Yes.
the. That would have
Oh,
been so
don't get
good.
me started now when I'm so disappointed with Steven Spielberg in this one. Oh my
Ready
god,
Player
the
One, I
book,
love that movie.
the book was so good. It's amazing.
You want to try to convince, like, see, that's the thing. You want to take a book. You know it's not going to be the same as the
No,
movie.
I don't expect it to be the same, but I expect it to be close as much as possible to it.
Okay, and then how much shit did they change in freaking Harry Potter and the Lord of the Rings trilogy?
Well, they
Okay,
changed a
I
lot,
can't
but
speak to that. I don't know. You tell us.
okay, we're talking about a movie that can be stretched for 3 for 3 movies
Easily, comfortably.
easily. Right?
Yeah, and look what happened the last time they tried doing that, and it didn't really. How many movies was The Hobbit? 5. Did they follow the book? No.
Because they're going
Right?
to ride they're riding the wave of Lord of the Rings.
Okay, so
Well,
again, even Harry Potter, Deathly Hollows, 1 book, 2 movies. Could they even? I wanted the best battle scene ever would have been exactly what they took from the book, but no, they gave us that cheap little climactic scene at the end. I would have loved to have seen the big hall fight in the in the great hall with all, and he comes up and then everybody sees him, he's alive, instead of it, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
No, I didn't read the book.
Okay, how about this? Here's a question based on the Mark's comment there. Which movie? I'm gonna ask the same thing for the chat room. Which movie is the closest to the book? We're talking about like it's just small details difference.
the book, or does it involve script too?
Overall,
I would say.
we'll talk about the movie itself. Which movie closest to the book itself?
Jaws is pretty spot on,
Okay.
and what was the one in 2006 from the graphic novel?
Oh,
Sin City.
Sin City.
was spot on because they used the graphic novel as the script. You can't get better than that.
how about The Watchmen? I heard rumors that
It wasn't exact.
no, it wasn't.
no. So it's just, let's say, just a handful of movies that's pretty close to the
It's
original
very
source.
it's very far and few.
Very far
Sin
into
City
it.
did the best job.
Well, that's
Like
kind
look
of
at Transformers and the mess they made.
Transformers
then-
was not
well-
close enough, not even close enough to the cartoons.
And the thing is, and then I mean, we're talking. If you're looking at Fantastic Beasts, it's like friggin' Rowling's doing the screenplay and the book at the same time, so it's the exact same.
Yeah. Even the movies that I really thought that it's gonna do well, but that was complete flop. Which one's the one that Divergent series?
Oh, the Divergent. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
flopped.
was so hoping that it will be like really good, right? And I was like, because I was about to read the book before the movie.
What was it? That's all the maze ones. The
No,
maze.
the maze
Oh,
was
Maze Runner.
No.
Maze Runner kinda was okay, but the Divergent series is like
well, they
was
shut down the
gone.
maze now too, right? They shut down the maze as well. Did
Yep.
they? Yeah, it's too bad.
Well, it's even in TV shows too, because they've botched up Walking Dead big time.
Yeah.
Are we really gonna talk about The Walking Dead?
No, because I haven't seen it in 3 years.
I guess you refused to watch it in 3 years.
I've never saw an episode, so
I saw one episode halfway to the first season, then after that I shut it off. I'm like, okay, I'm done. So,
Every episode has has a different producer.
oh Jesus, this is one of those.
There's this terrible. No, we're not gonna go down this road.
Yeah,
no,
no.
we're done. We're done with that. No.
Well, okay, let's go to the chat room here. Gonzor the Third says Harry Potter has been close to the books.
no.
Mark, your thoughts?
No,
That could be fighting words.
no, I don't think so. They could have done like, you know what? Honestly, it's like, again, I did not like how they did Deathly Hollows. Goblet of Fire itself could have been 2 movies. The let's see if I go through number 6, the Half-Blood Prince. Okay. But like I said, that whole thing about Goblet of Fire as well, they could have done so much more with the Rita Skeeter thing. Like her being unregistered animagus, and that how she got caught being the Beetle. I would have loved to have seen that, but no, they didn't put that in. And like I said, in the Deathly Hallows, exactly the final battle, they could have kept the way that it was in the book.
Mhm.
Well, even with Revenge of the Sith, they showed the room with all the young Jedi,
Mm-hmm.
and then they just cut the scene where they all got killed.
I think it's more.
And you're
Which is a
upset about that?
Big, no, well, it's a big part of the book.
Yeah, we
it-
understand that. I think they're just trying to make sure that no one will throw up in the middle of the movie or
Yeah,
get
but I'm-
upset.
I'm- but
I
I'm
think
just
that's
saying, like, I
understandable
mean,
there.
when you look at Harry Potter, when you look at the final battle, and you actually read it, and you look at that, the actual climax between Voldemort and Harry himself in front of everybody, right? And it's the classic thing, and everybody thinking that Harry was dead, and he just comes out. That's the climax. In the movie, guess what? It's just him in there. They fall down. They're out in the main courtyard with nobody else seeing what's going on, and it was just like some sort of, I don't know. It just
There's no.
it just like, really, the book was so much better.
But that's the
That's
same
how we
thing
feel
with
about Ready Player One. Like seriously, dude.
yeah.
Like
Like
You know,
Ready Player
I
One
think
was
I've
such a
never read the
letdown.
book for Ready Player One, and
Get
that's
the
maybe
audio book.
and maybe that's the problem. I never read it, but what I watched and what I saw, I
Uh,
really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah,
I liked the
I
movie.
agree with Mark with this one. If you separate the book from the movie itself, the movie was pretty good.
the
Right.
movie as a standalone movie wasn't awful, but
But there was because the book itself is there's a very strong following with the book, right? So
But having said that, the writing in the book and the way they approach things in the book is more related to how you would feel in the 80s. They had
you have the
they had
soundtrack.
references. They had references in the movie to the 80s, but in the book, really honestly, everything was touted the 80s.
Yes.
And in the movie, it was just placed there as, oh look, there's the DeLorean. But in the
there was a
book, it's like
purpose.
there was a purpose for that. There was a purpose for all these things, and it made a
Yeah.
difference, right?
In the movie, they had a racing game. There was no racing game in the book. They had Joust.
Yeah.
Completely upset. It was opposite.
See,
Yeah.
and that's what I mean. Now, and that's what I mean. Like, you guys have that issues with those, like the book and the movie, and I had my issues. Even I read The Hunt for Red October. was not the way it
No,
was
it's
supposed
not the
to be in the
same. Yeah, it's not.
right?
not.
And then
Same
here
thing with
the
Patriot
the
Games.
sum of all fears.
Oh Jesus,
Oh, that was a
That
terrible
movie-
that's a
movie.
terrible movie.
Okay, I understand the implications of that movie, and when the movie came out, why they had to change things
Hmm. Oh yeah, it was
Right?
just yeah.
because of the what
Was that-
the political tension that was going on in the world between the Middle East and the United States and whatever, blah blah blah. But it just sucked.
That's a Tom Clancy book, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, the book itself was actually pretty good, but the movie itself was horrendously bad. How about
Yes.
this? The Martian. I read the book
I
and
never
the
read
movie.
the book, so I never saw the book. I've never read the book nor saw
Okay.
the movie. So
They are
Um,
both actually
that's
that's a
pretty
good point.
good.
They are relatively similar. Obviously, they crunch it down for a
Yeah.
movie, but the tone is still the same
Yes,
between the book and the
yes.
movie, which is really nice. The book gave you more in-depth,
more detailed on it,
knowledge, more detail.
Yeah, because the book itself is based on his. It's like the book itself is based on a blog, like a vlog. Sorry, a vlog. He's literally just talking to a camera and going through exactly what happened to him, right? In a movie, it's sort of like it becomes a first person then a third person sort of view to it, but the
Mhm.
feel of it is exactly the same thing. If I say what's closest to the book, I say The Martian. I can even say it's about 90% there. It's very, very close, right? It's a very beautiful book, very beautiful movie overall. It's really close to its source itself. Even his joking ways, his how he carried himself, how he actually speaks. Actually, you can literally tell it came from the book itself. So you feel that connection from the original source material. So Mark, if you're planning to watch it and read it, read the book first, then
Of
watch
The
the movie.
Martian?
Yeah.
I
like-
don't have time to read.
Well, also,
Yeah.
Mark, if you want to read Ready Player One, you should do the audiobook.
Yeah, the audiobook is really good.
I would strongly recommend that too.
It's
Yeah,
read by
same here.
Will Wheaton, and that's
It's so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Why should I do the audio?
He did refer himself in the book
Yeah,
in the book
he's
itself several
referred to in the
times.
book, yeah.
Yeah, he referred
good thing is-
himself.
He's passionate about the material. He's passionate about the book. So when
Yeah.
he's reading it, it really comes through when he's reading it that you feel that passion he has
Yeah.
for it. And he does a really good job. It's one of those audiobooks I've read in the last few years that I thought was exceptionally well done.
Okay, hold on. So Gorzo was saying a Wrinkle in Time book was really good, but the movie lacked excitement. Also, Jason Bourne book was really good, but I watched the movie first and liked it, but the book was better when I read it. I
Okay,
agree with I do agree with Gorzo. I have not seen A Wrinkle in Time, the movie. I've read the book, and it's one of my favorite books growing up as a kid. It just brought out like the whole sci-fi quantum realm, quantum leaping, and all that stuff out, and it was great. So I can't say anything about the movie because I've never seen it. The Jason Bourne, I've only saw the movies, never read the books.
Are there more than one? Is it
yeah,
a
there's
series?
4
Yeah.
or something, or 3 or 4 in total. So,
Yeah, like the Jack Clancy books. There's like 7 of them
oh,
based upon Jack Ryan.
oh yeah.
It was the
so-
Hunt for,
Oh,
was
if
the
you-
Hunt for October bad?
It run
Like the book? The book, like,
is
what was
better.
the book like?
The book.
I
is,
love the movie, so I'm curious about the book.
The book has more. If you have you read a Jack Ryan story, or even Tom Clancy movie,
I don't know
or
actually.
well, book. Sorry,
Probably
Tom
not.
Clancy book. Okay,
Probably not.
Tom Clancy has a tendency to be very detailed, right?
Yeah, so
Um,
and it's kind of scary detail that
Yes.
he's like he had. Okay, where did you get this actually from the CIA? Did you get
Yeah,
this actually
it's-
from the military?
The details
No.
that he goes into is like
Does-
what Mark was saying. It's very scary detail, but at the same time, like just one time I was reading a book. I can't remember what it was. It was Tom Clancy. I was reading it. I literally had to stop where I was, and reread like a couple of chapters back because I wasn't really. I was just amazed how the detail is. Right?
And
So-
the
Does
thing
he
is,
have a military background?
He does.
he does.
He does.
And
Yeah, he
the
does.
thing-
Yeah.
But I'm just saying. But we're talking about a branch of the CIA that he delved into, with this guy Jack Ryan. Now you have to understand that the way that the movies came out was not the way that the books
No,
came.
no.
How the books came. The very first Jack Ryan book is Patriot Games.
Yes.
Patriot Games.
Yeah.
You have to read that first, and then you'll understand what happened. Hunt for Red October
Yeah.
and all this other stuff right after.
So, the best way to, if you guys don't actually have time to read all that stuff or even watch the movies, if you have Amazon Prime, watch the Jack Ryan story. Jack Ryan. It the first episode, it actually tells you his history already, exactly how his history, his injury, how he got it, and how he actually recorded. It's actually pretty bang on the book itself. But after that, it sort of floated away from the source material, but the essence is still there.
Yeah,
So-
well, I mean, it's also like Jack Ryan, the one with the Jack Ryan movie with Kevin Costner and Chris Pine. It delved like right again in the movie. It delved
Yeah.
how he was an economics major,
Yeah.
joins the Marines, right, and then gets into an accident, and then while he was in recovery, that's when he got recruited by the CIA
Yeah.
by Admiral Greer.
Same thing in the book itself. That's the essence of, like, if that's the closest thing you can find in the book itself.
Yeah.
Especially his origin story. So if you are planning to read any of the Jack Ryan series, and definitely try, you can actually Google or you can Wikipedia regarding the series, the order itself. It's a long read. It's gonna take you like years to finish to read all those books. But
And I got stuck. I had all of the books, and there's the Bear and the Sickle that I was supposed to read, and it's basically the ending of the Jack Ryan series.
oh yeah, well there's one, the red bear, the bear versus the dragon or something like that.
That's the Bear and the Sickle.
Yeah, so I read the unabridged after the fifth chapter. Dude, I can't do this anymore. It's so
So did
much.
it go Patriot Games Hunt for October, like in the order of the books?
Here, let me
how
double
did that-
check. Here, I give you.
Yeah, it's Patriot Games, Hunt for Red October, Clear and Present Danger.
Ah, that was it. Thank you.
Yeah, there's
Okay, so it's Hunter Red October, Patriot Game, Cardinal and the Kremlin,
Cardinal and the
Present
Kremlin, yeah.
Danger, Some of Our Fears, Without Remorse, Death of Honor. That's a good book. Death of Honor is really,
Get of
really
Honor,
good.
but Without Remorse. The thing is about Without Remorse, it's not really a Jack Ryan. It is a Jack Ryan book, but it's mostly based upon the CIA agent.
Yes.
What's his name?
What's his name? His buddy.
Friggin',
Uh,
Willem Dafoe played him in the movie. Not Chavez. Chavez is his
Chavez's
partner.
cousin. Yeah.
Forget it. It's also
Yeah.
in the Rainbow Six games.
Yeah. So Death of Honor is really good too. Executive Order is really good. Rainbow Six, The Bear and the Dragon. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're talking
There's
about
a lot.
We're talking about
There-
25 books that you have to read.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
I
thing is,
read about half of this already.
But the thing is, if you just look at the Jack Ryan books, don't forget.
Yeah.
Without Remorse is about the history of the CIA agent that leads Rainbow Six. Jack Ryan does make an appearance, but it's basically more or less about the Rainbow Six guys. But if you look at the Jack Ryan story himself, up until when he became president of the United
Yeah.
States, and to his assassination, it's Patriot Games, Hunt for Red
Thanks for
October.
reading the books, by the way.
Don't worry, there's
No.
You never got
you
far.
trust me. It's not a spoiler. It's literally, unfortunately, it's in the back of the book or whatever.
yeah.
So but it leads on his life story as becoming as a Marine, how he made his money, why he was a millionaire, and how he became one of the he was an analyst, then he became an agent, like a field op, to being the president of the United States. Right? So, and it's just like I said, it's just scary details
Yes.
that how you know it. Like, have you ever guys seen White House Down, the movie with Jamie Foxx and Channing
Oh God.
Tatum?
Yes.
Okay, so you see you saw how they did the succession from the president to the vice president to the Speaker of the House, how they all became president in the one day.
Right.
Well, that's how scary detailed this book, like some of his books are. Like, literally, it's like, okay, well, this happened at Capitol Hill. Well, guess what? You're president now.
Yeah.
Take the oath. And then people are like, no, I didn't. My resignation did not go through all the way. I should be president. Blah blah blah. It's like it's just the political drama behind it.
It's
The
really
yeah,
it's
the
like
political drama, the spy drama behind it,
yeah.
the like I can't really say it's just the books that you guys have to read.
Oh, by the way, it's you're talking about John Clark.
John
Yeah,
Clark.
yeah.
John
So-
Clark was actually a military man, and unfortunately, Jack Ryan's dad was looking for a serial killer or a vigilante, and it just happened to be John Clark who went out and did the equalizer thing. Decided, well, I'm going to take care of this hoodlum because this girl's getting beaten up or whatever. And at the end of the day, it was John Clark wasn't his real name. He had a different name.
Yeah, yeah.
And one of the best things that made him cry, like this, this solid guy, whatever, is when in Without Remorse, I think it was Without Remorse or Executive. I think it was in Executive Order
Executive Order is the one that he.
when Jack Ryan was president. He goes,
Yeah.
"Well, I'm giving this guy a pardon,
Mhm.
full president," which was the name of John Clark prior,
Yeah.
his prior name.
Yeah. So
So
if you guys do want to read, if you have time to read, definitely go for the series. But if you guys don't want to read all this, definitely watch the Amazon version of John Ryan.
Yeah.
Don't watch
And-
some of the movies. Some of the movies are really
Hunt for
shitty.
Red October. Watch Hunt for Red October.
Yes.
The
If you
Sum of
get-
All Fear. Do not watch Sum of All Fears.
Clear
Patriot
Present
Game-
Danger, Patriot Games.
What's the other
Jack
one?
Ryan with the new one with
Jack
Chris
Ryan, the
Pine.
new one, and
Yeah.
Jack Ryan, the TV show.
Yes, yes. But
Um,
skip some of all
yeah.
fears. But overall, it's pretty good.
Actually, now I gotta go watch Jack Ryan the movie because I have it. So Ultraviolet is being shut down, right?
Ultraviolet movie.
Yes. So basically, when
Really?
you
It's
buy your
still going?
DVDs yeah, but it's being shut down. So basically, whatever movies you bought with DVDs you bought, you got an Ultraviolet code where you can
Mhm.
actually
Mm-hmm.
print your digital copy of your movies. So if whatever movies you have left that has if you haven't redeemed the code, redeem the codes now. But if you still have it with Flickster, you keep your movies. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm gonna go and watch Jack Ryan and Pacific Rim because it's all on my Flickster account.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Another thing falls down in the video world. God, the video. Okay.
Well, okay, here's the thing. Honestly, with Ultraviolet, not a lot of people are buying their movies anymore. And guess what? A lot of the movies are showing up onto Netflix or on Amazon Prime or on Crave or all these streaming services. So, do you really need to have a third app like Flickster, or do you really need to buy the movies and have those codes? So, of course, I can understand why Cineplex is shutting it down, the Ultraviolet. I'm one of the few people who still buy movies because I like my collection, and I like the deleted scenes, and I like all the extra stuff, extra features that you get on the discs. Is it necessary anymore? No. So basically, Netflix killed the video store.
Oh shit.
Or the movie theater.
No. It's
No.
the DVD store, the DVD sales.
Yeah.
Killed
Netflix killed
Blockbuster.
DVD.
Netflix
That's why
killed
there's one
Blockbuster.
blockbuster left.
Yeah, exactly. There's one Blockbuster left in the world. Oh Jesus. Okay. With that
Oh.
said, so before we wrap this whole up, I just want to let you guys know that we are taking next week off as for a production break.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, we
Damn,
have to
okay,
because
cool. I could recover.
you can recover. I need to
Yeah.
recover because I need to get some stuff done.
Well,
So
I can't even lift my computer up.
Wow.
no, that's really bad, dude. You need to rest.
I literally have whiplash. So
Oh my god.
I can't work right now. So I am just at home and I'm dealing with it, dealing with the insurance company and everything like
Oh,
that. So
Jesus. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So, thank you guys for watching. As you know, we do.
You're welcome.
Oh, you're welcome. We do record this podcast live on YouTube and Twitch every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you click the subscribe button, you'll get notification when we go live or upload new content. You can also download this episode and any other episode at any of your favorite podcasting application. Just search for Radio 9 Podcasting Network. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Coffee Mug Show here at the Radio 9 Podcasting Network. Good night, guys.
Night.
Right.
Yeah.